everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or for those of you who are new here, hi, how are you? My name is Eleftheria. I am an app developer and designer, and today in this live stream we are going to review 4 websites, 4 projects that you guys have sent to me. So if you also want to take part, down in the description box you can find a link with how you can take part. There is just a URL, you click on it, you submit your project, and that's it. And then in a few days I will do a live stream with your project that I give my review. Again, in the comments you can write me everything, some suggestions about the projects that we are going to see, if you have any questions or like literally anything that you may want to say. And yep, I hope that you can hear me well. Today I can say that my internet connection is not the best, but I hope that you don't have like any problems on following me. Alright, before we get started, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe this video, and now we are ready to start. The first projects that we are going to see is coming from my girl like Puza. Here is her Twitter. She's doing an amazing job. She's a young developer, so also if you want to follow her, you know, just do it. She has some amazing projects. So today we are going to review one of her projects, and it's going to be the event D2. I don't know why she gave that name, but it's okay, it's kind of cool. And the project is hosted on codepen. Again, I don't mind where your project is hosted. Maybe it's on GitHub, on codepen, somewhere else. It's okay, just you can send it to me and I will review it. So I can see that this is a website and it has to do something with marriage or engagement and stuff like that. It is a beautiful website. I like that she has thought about the font family and the font style, because usually in this kind of things we have like this kind of style which is like, let's say, more calligraphic, and I really like that. I like that she has like beautiful colors, pale colors like this blue, white, maybe this is a very light gray or even purple, I'm not sure. I do like the colors, I do like the font styles and the font family, but there are a few things that I'm not so sure about. And the first of those things is that if you click on the menu, it seems like it's not working. I'm not sure why it's not working, but these are buttons and they are not working very properly. And even this last button, which I don't know why it has a different style from the first 4 buttons, but it doesn't seem to work like really well. And here that one also looks like a button, but it doesn't do much. Like I can see some movement here. For example, if I'm here and I click, there is some movement here, but it doesn't do anything. And also the other thing is about the color contrast, which is something that I've talked a lot before. We want to have like a big color difference, okay, and this one just doesn't do it. This is because this is purple, the background is purple, and then the color is black, so the other person isn't like very easy, it's not like very visible. I think that you get the point, okay. But if you have like any other suggestion about the colors and in general, again, just leave a comment. I like the background image, and maybe this could be like transparent or something like that, so I could see like better what it writes here. As we go a little bit lower, I can see that you have used some beautiful images. That's nice. But again, here you are using everywhere the same text, and from one point, like, I get it, I can understand like why you use that, but from the other hand, this is not very realistic, because if you're talking about 2 different people, I don't think that they will have like exactly the same 5 lines. And this is something that with experience, like, you will understand why we don't like that thing so much, because it's not realistic. And the other thing is that I'm not sure if you tried to center that text or not. I can see an image here, and I can see that this is on the left part, so it's not in the center. And I think that these two parts, like the text here and the name, is like centered together, but the image is not centered to the text. So I think that it would look better if you just had centered everything. So the image, this text here, and this text right here. So this goes for here as well, it's the same thing. And then you have like 4 images. This is kind of cool, okay, but I'm not sure why you have those 4 images. What is the purpose of those images? And as a user, I would prefer to know what's the purpose behind these images. And then you continue with big day, when, where. Maybe here you could have a location, you could have Google Maps or something like that. I guess that it would be like a nice addition. I don't know, guys, like again, if you have like a comment or another suggestion, please do leave a comment as how we could improve that website. For the register, we have the same issue as we had here. It goes black, here is white, here is black, and as we said, maybe it would be like even better to be transparent, to be blue, to be pink, but definitely not black. We don't want something which is like so dark. Continuing to the next section, we have the bridesmaid, and again here, so here I can see that you centered everything. So I can see that you have the image, then some text, and then some other text. So here it's okay, like everything is in the center, and I do like that. Whereas in that case, some things like weren't centered very well. We have like again like the same section for the groomsman, and we have everything here. Okay, that's cool, that's fine. And then the last section is can you come, we really hope you can make it, and you have the name and email, and then you have the submit. The problem here is the same with the black letters, and maybe here instead of submit you could have send. I would also suggest you to add your social media links here, because this again will make it look more realistic, but I do like that you have the design encoded by you. The last thing that I would like to mention is that I can see that bar right here, which means that it's not really responsive. So my overall suggestion would be to try to make it a little bit more responsive. Other than that, as I said in the beginning, I do like the colors, I do like the font size, the font family, I like the images, but I think that with some minor changes it could really be better. Okay, all right, let's continue to another project. This one is made by Anaruk Hazra, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. This is a really nice website, or a portfolio, or I don't know, a personal website. I don't know how you want to call it. We have home, about me, projects, creative coding, concepts, contact, blog, and then we have something with the light or dark mode. I don't know which one you prefer. I usually go for the dark mode, and I see that in a lot of portfolios people have started using these kind of things like a light and the dark mode, which I actually find kind of cool. It's quite memorable, and it will be like a different component that not many developers have, or if they have like coded their website 5 years ago, I don't think that they have thought of that component. So it's really great. Yep, so let's start with this review. The first thing that we see is hello, the name, and creative front-end web developer. I like that, and I usually suggest that people should follow exactly like this pattern, and maybe also add an image or a photo of yourself. I like that the first thing that I see is download resume, and then we have your social media links. I really like that style. Then from the other hand, on the right, we have like class, person, constructor, and this kind of things. I think again that it's really cool. It's a nice element. It's a good thing that you add it. When I click on this colors right here, it says copied. I'm not sure why we need something like that, but again, it's an element that you don't see very often, so it's nice that you have added that element here. Continuing a little bit more, we have like things I love, which is front end, JavaScript and creative content. On the front end, I would add JavaScript. So it's not only HTML and CSS, usually it goes with JavaScript as well, or at least I think that most people, when they say front end, they mean HTML, CSS and JavaScript. If you guys have like a different opinion than mine, please leave a comment on the chat and I will do my best to check it and let everyone know about your opinion. About the creative coding, it says I love creative coding because I do both coding and designing. Making beautiful art with code is very satisfying to me. I think that this sentence right here could be improved. So maybe just read it once again and try to change it a little bit, because I think that like a native English person would change that sentence. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's continue to the About Me section. So here I can see an image of you. This is like really cool. I like the little details. For example, you wear the t-shirt of Oktoberfest, which is like really, really cool. And also the backgrounds are like very well put, meaning that this t-shirt like goes with this blue background, and like even this curtain right here, or I'm not sure if it's curtain or not, like it goes really well with the fest right here. So it's a really, really nice combination, like small details, but it gives something to the user. Again, here we have some text about Anugar, and I've already read that. And also, like Anurag, if you want, you can like read it once again, and I think that you could improve that a little bit, like some grammar mistakes and stuff like that. So yeah, continuing, we have some quotes. I like quotes. Some people add quotes, some people don't add quotes, but I personally do like them. Maybe I wouldn't use like 3, maybe I would pick my top 1 and I would use only that one. But if you have like 3 quotes that you really, really like and you're very passionate about, then that's okay. We are continuing with the skill set, and we have like HTML, JavaScript, React, Node. Maybe like I would want to see here like some more stuff. For example, you have like HTML, but why do you have it here? Isn't that important? Or is it because you're not very familiar with HTML? Or is it because you don't like it so much? So I would like for you to be a little bit more specific about your skill set. I can understand that pretty much you know all of this stuff, but I'm not sure that I understand why you have specifically like provided such a big place for these 4 things right here, but all the other things, like why are they here? Aren't they important? Or like I don't really understand the logic behind that. That's just my point. I don't know. Continuing with the side projects. Okay, here we can see a lot of your side projects. I like that. My only concern would be like, are these your side projects, like all of your side projects, or did you say that, okay, I will just pick 5 of them? And if that's the case, then where can I see your other projects? Should I go here? And again, like what's the difference between these projects that I'm seeing in that page and in that tab right here, which we will go a little bit later. Let's click on one of those projects, like let's say we will go to this one. I like that I can see the YouTube channel, so I know what it's all about. I like that I can see the GitHub, so I can assume that I will have your code. I like that I can see like these icons right here, so I can understand immediately the technologies that you have used. You have the live demo and the case study. I will click on the case study and let's see that. Again, I have here those 2 buttons which I believe are really, really helpful. And then you have the idea, core technologies, links and resources, and how it works. I think that this is really, really well put, and I think that you did a really good job here. I also looked some other projects, and I can see that you have put some time and effort in making this thing looks good, and I think that this is something like really, really important. So kudos to you. nice job. Let's continue a little bit more. I will go back again. So this is like a small bug actually. I don't know if you know that bug, but when you go to the case study and here like I'm on projects, I'm case studies quicker poll, so go back, and now that I'm going back, it makes me go on top of the side projects, but I was not here. I was like somewhere here. I was on the last or on the pre-last project. So this is like maybe a small bug, or at least in my opinion it is a small bug, because if I was here and then I was going back, I would like to be here and not here. I don't know, guys. Again, if I'm very picky, just leave a comment below and we can discuss about that more. Okay, now we have some other projects here. I'm not really sure why you differentiated this project from this project. Maybe because this is the project where this thing right here is the creative coding. But if this is the case, again, I would like to see maybe a title here or something similar that says creative coding. Okay, cool. Let's continue with the JavaScript libraries. Again, I'm not sure if this part goes to projects or to creative coding. Probably it goes to projects because I can see that I still have that hashtag here with projects. But in general, I cannot understand it. And you usually want the user to understand everything that you have on your portfolio. Okay, so we have JavaScript libraries, and again here I like the style. I like that I have the description, the download, and the GitHub code or even more information. I can see here the codepen, it looks really cool. And if I continue, again I can see even more things. Okay, so now I'm actually in the section of creative coding. This is kind of cool. Now the style is a little bit different. I have the name, the image of the project, and then I have my two little buttons. Let's click on the first one, and I can see that I'm being transferred on GitHub. I can see that beautiful creative project. Again, really good job. I can see that you are very passionate and you love doing like this kind of things. So yep, really nice job. Let's continue a little bit more. We have the concepts, and let's also click on some of those concepts. Now, a small suggestion would be to keep the same format. So here, for example, you have the image and the title. So maybe here on the concepts you could do the same thing. Since they also have a title, you could like keep that format right here. Okay, let's again click on that one. It says Captain Marvel, it shows the image, and you can also go to Dribble and find that particular project. Really cool, we do like that. Maybe my small suggestion, as I just said, would be to keep the same pattern, but other than that, I like that you give details and the other person can like really easily find everything. Okay, we are almost in the last section, and it's the get in touch. We have a thank you, we have email, name, and message. I do like that. I do like that I cannot click on the submit button unless I have filled up everything. And as soon as I do that, the contact button will change color and I will be able to send my message. So again, like really, really cool job here. I will click on dark and I will click on blog. And now I can see the blog and everything that this person has created. I see that the last project was from May 27. It's kind of cool. Let's click on one of those projects, and again I can see the tags and everything, so really nice job. The last thing that we are about to see on Angular is how it looks on a mobile phone, because you guys should always remember about the responsiveness and about the thing that more and more people are checking the websites on mobile phones. So you really want to do a good job at a mobile phone as well. In that case, I am in iPhone 6, 7, 8 Plus, and it's going to look like that. It looks okay. We don't have like any responsive issue. So again, like really nice job. Alright guys, in the comments or in the chat you can leave me a comment and I will publicly like rate it. If you have like any other suggestion, like let me know. We will continue with our third website, which is sent to me by SNS. I don't know, that person didn't give me any other name, so we will just call him SNS, although I do believe that the real name is Sanis. Okay, so this one is called DevTube, and it says that note, this is a mobile first PWA website. Responsiveness in screens more than this, like, is not completely supported yet. For better experience, please use mobile browser. So I will click on OK, and let's quickly check that website as well. It's called DevTube. Okay, we get that, and then we have front-end, interview, backend, and watch list. In general, I wouldn't agree on going with gray font color, because for people that are not very familiar with the websites and stuff like that, maybe they think that gray is something that cannot be clicked. So yeah, maybe just go with black. I think that it would look like okay. And okay, let's continue in this section right here, which is like a big roller thing, and you have here like some buttons and stuff like that. I don't think that you should always like use these things, because sometimes it just make the website goes slower, and it's also not like so modern. Anyway, let's go back because I didn't want to do that. Okay, see, that's what I mean, that it makes the website a little bit slower, and usually the user won't like last in your website for a lot of time. If they see that it doesn't loading very fast, they will go away. But that's okay, I mean, we can deal with that. I think that it seems like it's stuck. I'm not sure, maybe it's a bug. Okay, now we got that. Okay, so continuing on the next part, we have like continue watching, because I started watching the thing here from the header. So then we have some React.js and Angular.js and stuff like that. Something that I'm really missing from that website, because I've already checked it, is that I don't have a nice search bar. I would like to have like a search bar, so if I want to check something really quickly, maybe something about React or Angular.js, I could just go there, type that thing and just search it. But now I cannot do that. I just have to click or scroll until I find something. And also I'm not sure about how that person have included these videos. Like, has this person asked permission to have these videos right here? I'm not sure about that. Anyway, the format here is really simple, so I'm not going to comment on that. We have here like two buttons. I'm not sure again what those things are, but yep, anyway. Oh, okay, that was about the colors. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Now I get it. Let's check it real quickly, how it's going to look on a mobile phone. But all in all, I think that this website could be improved in a way that it could be a little bit more modern, and definitely had it could be improved in the search bar. Okay, so let's check it in a mobile form. Again, probably because it's loading a lot of stuff, it takes some time to load, which this is something not very good for the user. So I think that also performance wise it could be improved. Okay, it does look good. I was expecting actually to look good because of the message that we got when we first went into the website. So yep, it does look good. I'm not going to mention anything else. Just keep up the good work, and yep, that's fine. If you guys also have any suggestion, again, just leave a comment. Alrighty, let's go to the fourth website, which again is a portfolio, and it is provided to me by Monty Raid 2. I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly. And let's check out the home and then the portfolio. Specifically, that person asked me to check the portfolio, but we are going to see like very quickly, very briefly everything. And yep, guys, actually, if you also want, as I said in the description box, you can find a URL, a form that you can submit your own project, and in that form I ask you specifically if you want me to review something specifically from your project or like the whole thing. And that person, as I said, asked me to view the portfolio, but we will do that just in a minute. Alright, first things first, I see the name, I see home, portfolio, GitHub and LinkedIn. This is awesome. I like the simplicity, I like the colors, so yep, good job there. Then we have is a software developer living in New York. Something that I really liked in that website is that the font size is big. Guys, don't forget about that. Most of you are young, so you are young and you can see very easily, but when we talk about people that are not as young as you are, then trust me, they cannot see very easily. They do stuff like this to have like a bigger font size, which is like not really cool. I like that person has thought of that, or maybe he didn't thought of that, I don't know, but I like that the font size is big and I can read everything like very easily. I don't know what's your opinion about that, but again, if you have like a different opinion, leave a comment. So we have some basic information like the 3.2 GPA, good job there. We have the projects, Java calculator and stuff like that. And then the last part, so I'm going into the second part in a bit. I'm just going a little bit below for now. It has like the contact section, and it says write me an email or message me on LinkedIn. I have noticed that most of the URLs or the links here are in gray color, and we don't like that because we want to have like again a bigger contrast, as I said earlier. Maybe you could do that in blue, in a dark blue color, or maybe in a dark gray color, but because we want like a bigger contrast, don't go with that light gray because it's almost the same as the background color. And then you have the contact me, which if I click on that, I get like this form. I do like that form, it's okay, like I have name, a last name, email, subject, and etc. But there are some things that could be improved. One of those things is, why do you have like first name here, last name here, and here you also have the name? I think that you could have like the first name here as a placeholder, and the same goes for the last name, and you don't need the name here. You could just have them as a placeholders here. And the same goes for email. Why do I need in both places the email? You have it here and you also have it here. We really don't need that. And then you have the subject and message, which is like pretty cool. If you want, you can add a placeholder. If not, I mean, that's okay. And then you have the submit. Nice job here. Maybe you could add like a small animation, but that's not really important. I'm going to close that. And then the other thing is that you have such a long space here without anything. I don't know why. Maybe you wanted to add something and you forgot about that. Maybe it's a bug. I'm not really sure what's wrong with that footer right here. Probably you wanted to add something and you never did, because it seems like there are some stuff that are missing. Maybe you wanted to add like social media links and stuff like that. But if you don't want to add anything here, then just delete this last section and we can see just like the contact form. Okay, so now let's go back to the projects and the portfolio. So I can see you have Java calculator, Metro card reader, and some more projects. My first suggestion would be to have that JavaScript calculator linked into the actual projects. So the JavaScript calculator, it's that first project right here. you could make that clickable. So as soon as the other person clicks here, he's being transferred into the actual project. So for now, I'm going to click on the first project, which, as I said, is the Java calculator. So I'm just clicking on that, and let's see the projects. I like here again the simplicity and the minimalism. Guys, again, as a suggestion, you don't want too many things. You don't want crazy stuff. You don't want some crazy animations. You don't want some crazy colors. Look at that portfolio. Isn't it clear? Doesn't the other person understand easily what's going on? This is what we want. I mean, for me, if I was somebody that I was looking on different portfolios and that was my job, because then I was interested in hiring a person, I would appreciate something clear. I would appreciate something that I would just look on it and like I could see everything that I needed. So I can see the demo here, and then I can see a couple of links. Again, as I said earlier about the links, you want like a bigger contrast here. So maybe change that from this light gray to a darker gray or a blue or something else. We just want a higher contrast. And now here I do actually have like a small issue. Let's click on that link. So my issue is that I'm being transferred into another website. So I'm being transferred to GitHub. We don't want that. We want the person to stay to your portfolio. So you can improve that by opening that link in another tab, as I did like right now, because we don't want the user to leave your website. We want him or her to be always in your website. Okay, that was about downloading, and I'm not interested into that thing currently. So as I'm going a little bit lower, I can see that the next project is the rock, paper, scissors, and the format of that project, again, it's the same. I'm going to have the same informations and all these kind of beautiful things. I really do appreciate that. My small suggestion would be like, maybe even in the future you will have a lot of projects. So instead of the other person going to home to see all of your projects, maybe you could add them somehow into your portfolio. Maybe you could have them on the left or on the right part or down below somewhere, so the other person could pick very easily what project he or she would go on, because now I can see that you have all of your projects here. But again, I think that it would be more practical if I could see all of your projects into the portfolio. So again, just keep them maybe on top, maybe on left, maybe on bottom, somewhere, so I can see your projects like really quickly. Alright guys, the last thing that we are about to do is to check that project on a mobile form. And if you have like any suggestion, as always, leave it in the comments and I will do my best to check it. I can see everything like really clear here. I like that I can see the name and then the project. So again, the structure here is like really cool. Alright guys, that was it with this review. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to leave me your own project if you want me to review it. It's totally free. You don't have to pay anything. Just check in the description box and you will find a link to submit your own project, and very soon I will do that. I'm wishing you a beautiful day. Stay home, stay safe, have a productive week. Please don't forget to like and share this video, and see you really soon. Bye!